What's up, mechanics? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another episode of Tool Tuesday here at the Vim Tools podcast room. Not the Vim Tools headquarters.
You got that. You didn't even test. You didn't even try that beforehand. That was off rip. I thought he was gonna get a cop.
No. So this is obviously after the break room episode, but we're doing this right after we did that because we're here in this room. We thought, why not? We have all the tools in front of us, so we might as well do the Tool Tuesday episode while we're here.
And for those of you who don't watch the break room, because on here on Tool Tuesday, this is the Wrench Wreckers podcast room. This is where we will be filming all of our podcast style settings, some Tool Tuesday, some break rooms, a little bit of stuff in between. Really, the world is our oyster. The possibilities are endless. We'll be doing all kinds of things in this room.
Yeah, and we're gonna decorate this. We're gonna get a big Vim sign here, maybe some black lights to see if we can get that paint, that green splatter to shine a little. And on this wall over here, we're gonna hang some products. We're gonna put a toolbox up here, get some different lights, and make it look professional.
But what this room was actually our original office is below us downstairs when there was only 8 of us and we were just doing private label before the Vim brand became a part of our family under international marketing and sales. This was our conference room, and the rest of this building, including the warehouse, is rented out. So this is all that was left, and we needed a room to do this type of stuff. So we said, why not?
Yep, and if you didn't watch the break room episode, go back and watch that. It was over an hour long. We have Clay here. He flew down from Tupelo, Mississippi, and we did a podcast where we just kind of
on his birthday, homeboy's birthday, he came down here to work for y'all. Well, for me, but for y'all.
Well, his birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, but he flew down here on his birthday.
Oh, yes. It's birthday week.
Birthday week.
Birthday week. So, anyways, we got some
big Modelo cake.
All new stuff. All new stuff.
Yes, this is all new stuff. It's an all new stuff day. We're going to talk about a couple sets that are on the way, in the works, and pretty much here, as in air freighted last week.
These were highly anticipated.
Yes, and we've got a lot of questions about it.
Constant questions. When are they going to be out? When are they going to be out? When are they going to be out? Today.
Well, let's relax, because they're not all here today. The important ones are here today. The secondary one is not here yet.
Oh, really?
Yes, these two are going to be here really in the next couple days. This one is not going to be here yet.
Look, by the time this is released, those will be here next Monday.
You're right. These are already here. These are here or just about to get here because we are filming this early, whereas the middle set is going to be here in about a month and a half. So don't want to get too excited on that, but we will show you. Either way, let's get some close-ups of what we're talking about here. All right, so guys, here we have on the blue rail our spring-loaded 6-point metric socket set. All spring-loaded, dual drive. This is a much anticipated set. I mean, you get almost 90 degrees of swivel out of that, and it bounces right back up.
Look it up here.
No more limp tools, guys. And the reason that we're using not a tripod for this today is because, like I said, we are in our podcast room and we forgot it. So that is going to be the DDS
UJM 400.
Yes, DDSUJM 400, which stands for dual drive stubby universal joint metric.
400.
400. Don't know quarter, I guess, but that's just nonsense.
4 for quarter,
Anyways,
100 for set.
That is the metric set. That is Clay Kuhn, and that right there is the 12-point SAE set. That is going to be the
DDSUJ 400.
Yes, DDSUJ 400. So it's all the same thing, except you don't say standard or SAE. You just
standard in 12-point.
12-point, which is why we came out with it, because in 6-point, it is effectively useless, from what I've heard. People have told me that they want the 12-point because of aviation and motorcycle technicians is what want 12-point, and that is why this is going to be a 12-point set. Nonetheless, it will work on 6-point fasteners for those of you who disagree with that. Now, these are both either in stock today. Remember, this is a week early, so I'm gauging, but this should be in stock today, if not this week, both of these sets.
DDSUJ 400.
One more time.
This is all E-Torx. This is E4 up to E16.
E4 up to E16,
now,
all universal joint E-Torx.
So look, obviously it can be used on a 1/4-inch ratchet, but really what makes these special is that they can be used on an 11mm wrench. And I have here the FRW11, which is our indexing flex head. So this has a retaining ring on the inside so that these actually snap into place. So now the socket won't fall out when being used in a wrench. So it is a dual drive capable wrench. That's what it's made for. And the fixed end as well even has the retention ring. So you can use it on the fixed or on the ratcheting end.
That is crazy. It locks in place like that, huh?
So when using a wrench, these sit flush with the back of the head, so they add 0 height to the socket's profile. These are truly the lowest profile universal joints in the industry. Everything else has to be used on a ratchet. And that adds however much height the ratchet is to its profile. And these, if it fits in the spot just like this, it'll fit along with the wrench as well. Bam. And spring loaded, obviously, so they always stay tensioned. We call that firm flex, actually. So we call that firm flex. We don't actually call it spring load. That's our official name for it, is firm flex.
Well, me calls it spring loaded.
I'm just saying. Dual drive, firm flex, universal joints on a mag rail. The E-Torx comes on a green rail. The standard hex is on red, and the metric is on blue. The metric and the standard hex are out this week. The E-Torx is going to be another month.
Remember, all of them, along with all the rest of our dual drive sets, like Michael said, work with our FRW11.
So we'll see where these go, and maybe expand into drivers. So we'll have universal joint Torx drivers and triple squares and all the other good stuff.
Historically, the sockets have been way more popular, but it's not to say there's not an option to do the drivers as well.
Yeah. What else we got? What else we got?
Go to the ratchets.
All right, next we have something that isn't out yet as of this video, but it will be in the next couple weeks, and so we figured might as well get ahead of ourselves. This is a double-sided ratchet. This is the NRF 46D, which is 3/8 square drive on one side, quarter on the other. Obviously reversible and indexing. Flex head, super smooth, 90 teeth. We have the same thing in a quarter, which is a 1/4-inch square drive by 1/4-inch bit holder, and that is the NRF 44D. And we don't actually have that here with us.
But that is going to be a lot slimmer than this profile, because this has to have enough size to have the gearing for the 3/8, whereas the bit holder is a lot thinner. So not to worry, that will be thinner for the 1/4 by 1/4.
Yeah, so keep a lookout for these double-sided ratchets, the NRF 44D and the NRF 46D. This is something you guys have probably seen already at a few shows. We did a video about this already.
VHC 42. It's been talked about. It's been, how do you put this? Hyped up a little bit, and it's finally on the way. So we should be seeing these. I think these are air freighting for the end of this month, which means we get them in the first week of next month, which is September. Now, the VHC 42. Boom. 42-piece super stubby bit kit. Essentially what we did is we took the VHC 77 and we took out all of the 5/16 bits and made it only quarter. So now you have all the super stubby half-cut 1/4-inch bits, and then we also included the super tiny NR400, as well as the extension to go with it, so that you can use it in the head of the ratchet, in the bottom, to be used as a normal length ratchet, bit ratchet that is, and also as an L key for a little bit extra torque. And now the bits will fit in any one of those positions to make it easy and really make this set extremely versatile. And now you also have the square drive adapter, as you do with all of our mini ratchets, so you can put 1/4-inch sockets on it. VHC 42 in a metal tin.
Okay, there's something else I actually want to show you guys about the VHC 42, and really doesn't have to do with the set, but the half-cut bits along with another dual drive universal that we have, which is out of our FFDD 400K. It's a magnetic bit holder. So it's a 1/4-inch bit holder, dual drive, spring loaded, and it doesn't come in any of these sets, but we do sell it individually. Its part number is FF4BH. And I want to show you the profile of this with a bit after you insert it inside of the wrench, because it is quite astonishing. The difference that you get with A, a half-cut bit, and B, a dual drive universal inside the wrench, you save, it's like,
You're saying versus
I don't know the percentage, but I mean, it's almost.
So you're saying versus using it on a regular ratchet with a regular size bit.
If you put a universal bit holder on a 1/4-inch ratchet compared to a half-cut bit inside a dual drive universal, which is on a wrench, The difference is amazing. You save so much space. You can't get any lower profile unless you have this combination. Half cut bit, dual drive universal. Anyway, so that is the dual drive sockets. That is the dual drive bit holder. That is a VHC42 with half cut bits. And there's a few other things we want to talk about that we showed on the break room.
But you didn't get up close.
But we didn't have a close up, so we have a camera here to show it. And
so, firstly,
that would be our miniature pry bars and the Evolution. So we showed the old version, which we ended up breaking on the break room episode. And we were showing why we ended up changing it. Obviously the shaft didn't come all the way through the handle, A. B, it had a pressed in clip that we ripped off because it was kind of easy to do, and so we changed the clip design. We also changed the magnet design. And so this is what we ended up with as a final product. Actually, it's this one. So you're gonna have all these colors. And we changed the pressed in clip to a wraparound clip and added an indent along the handle so that it actually stays in the same spot. It won't slide around on you. And it is very stiff design. You don't really have to worry about that coming off and you losing it or just not being able to clip it.
And those colors are nice, they pop.
Yeah. We ran the shaft all the way to the tip, just below the magnet, so no longer is it, only this. And we also recessed the magnet so that if you do ever hammer it, you're not going to hit the magnet and shatter it. You just hit the top of the handle. You should not hammer these, but if you do, the magnet is safe. We also made the magnet.
Yeah, they're not designed to get hammered. They're designed to protect the magnet in case that.
And I'll show you the difference between the two. So this one was a smaller magnet and it was not recessed. So if you were to hammer it, you would hit the magnet first. This one is recessed and it is a larger magnet. They're very strong. Strong enough to where I could stick it on something and it will hold itself sideways.
Hold on, see if you can pick up the case when it's closed.
No way.
You probably can't.
No way.
The bit you can pick up, but I want to see if you can pick up the case.
Well, you could if it was like.
There you go, do that from there. I mean, that is,
That's a 42-piece bit set.
That's plenty strong to pick up a socket.
Yeah. No, but so we're going to have a full display of this so you guys may see on the truck. There'll be orange, purple, pink, blue, green, and red.
And the colors are all going to pop. There'll be a full display for you dealers. There will also be 2 packs available for those of you who want to purchase specific.
Yeah.
There'll be 2 packs in blue and in green, so that there'll be 1 straight, 1 bent. The display will have all bent in them. And then for you dealers, refill packs will be 6 packs, or even end users who want to buy multiple at one shot because they use them constantly. 6 packs are available through your dealer.
Yeah. But, like we said, we've explained what's going on here in this room, and we'll say it again. If anybody there is local to Tampa and would like to come on the podcast and talk about your experiences in your industry or just, talk in general, we're open to it. Message us. Let us know. Our email is in our profile. Or B,
What?
if... What?
It is?
Yeah.
Since when?
It's on our profile.
I get a lot of emails and I never knew why.
Sales.
I get a lot of emails from people I don't think should have my email.
No, it's Sales of Him Tools.
Oh.
But again, if you're local, you want to come on the podcast, please let us know. If you're willing to travel, also please let us know. Or if you know us personally, just text us.
Because we do have some friends in not so much the automotive industry, but they are in the trade business. And they are in, not the trade business, they are in different trades, and trades all use tools. So, it could be a little more universal than just the automotive industry.
Yeah.
People want to know what other people do.
We could get Ryan on here.
Who?
Ryan?
Oh, yeah. Yes, we could.
Yeah.
We have a very close family friend of mine who I grew up neighbors with, who actually started his own business as it's conveyor belt assembly maintenance. You never think about something like that.
No.
But there's so many conveyor belts that need maintenance.
Yep.
So that business, that market is very untapped, and he figured out how to tap it.
Yeah, so maybe we'll get him on here if he wants to come on here, and we'll talk about what
tools.
he does.
We'll just talk tools, talk what he does, and that is the point of this, to give people an insight into what others do and what tools they use to do those jobs.
Yeah. But hope you guys like what's going on here, and let us know if you have any suggestions. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and we will see you next week.
Peace.